Gregory Keane continues the story from a conference at police headquarters in Phillip Street. Huberman and Carlotta Magnani have vanished, leaving not a trace behind them. And at 3 o'clock in the morning of the 27th day, only one man in Sydney can tell us where they've gone. That man is their first lieutenant, a crook named Yosip Mikhailovich Guzik. And we pulled out every stop on the board to get hold of him before it's too late. From Carlotta's house on the North Shore, we learned only one thing. They had a prisoner there in an underground room, so there's more than the main question to be answered. Who was the prisoner? Who warned them that they had to run for it? What did they do with Mendel's girl, Helen Linden? Are they alone, or did they get rid of their prisoner before they left? But most of all this minute, where is Mike Guzik? He could answer all the questions, including one I'd give a year of my life to know. Where's Carlotta Magnani, the black widow of the NightShade ring?
Get that radio on, Verfel. There might be a midnight broadcast repeated.
It is too soon to expect any news of us on the air, Felix. I doubt even if the morning newspapers will have it. Be content for a few minutes that we are safely here at Cape Camaret.
I hope there's something to drink in the storeroom.
We have too much to attend to.
I'm attending to nothing for an hour, Carlotta. I've just driven 220 miles through the rain in 205 minutes, and I want a drink.
Then sit quietly and listen. We can do nothing much till we hear from Mike Guzik. If he has not arrived or telephoned us within 12 hours, we must expect the worst. But we cannot stir till we know how he has fared.
What then?
We must get in touch with Gordon Langley. Everything that has to be done in Sydney, Langley will handle for us.
The tanker?
Yes, it is the one ship whose comings and goings I watch. It is due in 10 days. Langley will make himself known to the skipper. I am no stranger to Logan, and for 2 years he has been prepared to take us to Panama if he is needed.
That's something you kept to yourself. Why?
One's line of retreat is of such importance that no one should know of it.
I expect you to tell me every single thing, Carlotta.
Be glad I have provided an escape route, and one that could not possibly be detected. The skipper, Logan, knows what to do. We only have to tell him he is required and where he is to pick us up.
10 days. You have to sit here for 10 days waiting for police cars to come winding down the road to the cove. It's too long, Carlotta.
Felix, since you laid down the telephone, since you heard that voice tell you Gregory Keane was still alive, you have done nothing but whine like a dog. Pull yourself together. There will be orders to be given and arrangements to be made. I expect you to make them, with authority.
For 2 weeks, they knew I ran the ring for you. Every time I walked into Murray's office. Every time he showed me files on people like Fenner. Every time I went to Phillip Street for information. Keane was in the background. They let us slaughter Bernard Mendel and Stella Wilson. They sat back while we put a rope round our necks. Keane was behind it, Carlotta, do you hear me? When we thought he was dead.
They still have no evidence against us. We disposed of those who could talk.
They have no evidence against you.
Oh, do I have to listen again to your maunderings? When you have recovered command of yourself, Felix, I will tell you my plans for Gregory Keane. He will never come to our house. He will never even learn of it.
No one must learn of it.
Do I have to inject courage into you all night? You are safe, you hear me? Safe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Carlotta. I don't know what's come over me.
And I do. You are terrified of the shadow of Gregory Keane.
There's remorseless certainty about the man. He was dead. But I can see so much now. That night on the Hawkesbury, he knew who we were, what we were there for, yet he let the engine of his speedboat die while it drifted towards us, waiting for it to open fire on him, taking the chance of being shot to bits, just so we'd think he was dead. And we did. How can you stop a man like that?
Nerves of steel will not tell him to come to Cape Camaret.
Nerves of steel could get Cape Camaret out of Mike Guzik.
He will never catch Mike Guzik. When he was a child, Guzik saw the lampposts of Sarajevo dangling with bodies by day and by night. A festive season, with bodies hanging by the necks instead of bunting. Guzik will not want to climb the scaffold steps himself. They will not take him alive.
If they do, Carlotta, we're done for.
In the next few hours, we will know. Perhaps you had better keep drinking till we know how Guzik has fared.
Hello, Petey.
Who are you?
You know me, Mike Guzik.
What do you want?
You're late home, Petey. I've been waiting for you.
Now listen, Guzik. I saw your boys on Tuesday and I paid them their 100 fish. You don't want nothing with me.
Don't get out of the car, Petey. I'm coming in, too. You been fielding on the trots tonight?
How else do I make the money to pay your boys? What is it, Guzik? I haven't said a word to nobody, and I've been paying up.
How much petrol in your car, Petey?
The tank's full.
How far is she running with the tank full, Petey?
300 miles, but so what?
Lend me your car, Petey.
Oh, nothing doing.
But I want your car tonight, Petey. I got a long drive and I don't want cops to chase the number on my car. I want to get where I'm going.
Why pick on me?
You got no wife, no kids to ring up the cops and say, Petey, don't come home tonight. You're living alone, so who knows it's Mike Guzik driving your car such a long way. Eh, Petey? You're lending me your car now?
Over my dead body, Guzik.
Have it your own way. You don't show much sense at all. It's too bad. But where I'm going, I'm taking a car the cops don't look for. You want it over your dead body? That's okay with me, Petey, but she's too bad. You're a nice guy. Been paying up good.
This could be Guzik. It must be.
I'll take it. Yes?
Mike Guzik,
Where are you ringing from?
Petey White's telephone gun. I don't make what you call drunk lines so late at night, only on Petey's. Police in Carlotta is bad. Cops is looking for all the boys.
How do you know?
I'm ringing at Gregory Street for Tony Rico and Stephen.
Are they on their way here?
I don't see them. I don't get them by telephone.
Why not? Where are they?
They don't come to Gregory Street. They don't come to Rico's. I'm trying 2-3 times, but they don't come home at all.
Then what are you doing about Peter White?
Petey's left me his car.
Will you be able to tell anyone?
Petey don't talk no more. To no one.
Start at once. I want you here before dawn.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Get out of town at once. And don't let anything stop you. Do you understand that? Don't let anything or anyone stop you, Guzik.
Nothing stops me now, Carlotta. Not after Petey and me driving Petey's car.
You have to get here before dawn. And you have to get rid of the car. And if anyone tries to stop you, just remember the streets and the lampposts when you were 6 years old. What will you do if the police try to stop you, my Guzik?
Right. Shoot them all the police. No one's hanging Mike Guzik.
Remember that tonight, every inch of the way. Start now.
We make a fight for it, Carlotta?
If Guzik doesn't arrive here before dawn, we won't have to worry about him talking. I hope he does run into the police. It will save us the trouble of attending to him ourselves before we leave for Panama.
Turn him around a bit more, Murray, so he's facing the light. Yeah, that'll do. Now listen, Rico. I don't get any more fun out of questioning people all night than you do, so let's cut it short.
I'm going to tell you before, Keene.
Major Keene.
Okay, Major Keene. I'm going to tell you before I don't know nothing.
You're up for attempted murder, you know that?
I don't try to murder no one.
That's not what Stephen Miles says.
You're a talk to Stephen?
He said some stuff, why don't you? Miles told us a lot. Everything, and he'll get off tonight. But you won't if you sit there parroting I don't know nothing.
Stephen don't talk.
Well, have it your own way, but you're being pretty dumb. The game's up. We've broken you. Carlotta and Felix Huberman are on the run, and they left you boys holding the bag.
Oh, yeah?
They've taken a powder with about $1 million. What was your share, Rico? You don't look like getting it, do you? Have some sense. You only have to tell us where they gone.
Don't Stephen tell you?
Yes, but we want to hear it from you, too. Stephen could be leading us up a tree. Where have they gone, Rico?
Oh, what's in it for me?
You're a big boy now. Work it out for yourself.
Listen, I'll tell you plenty if Huberman's on the run, Inspector, but so help me, I don't know where they go.
Think back 20 years, Rico. Then think of the next 20, in quad, at hard labor with no chance of getting a minute off.
I swear it, Major Keene, I swear I don't know where they go.
Hold it a minute, Keene. Murray here. Yeah? Yeah? We'll get a call out all over the state for his car and then ring me back.
What is it?
An SP bookmaker called Petey White was murdered in his garage not long ago and his car stolen.
So what?
It was Bungles, and before Petey died, he had time to scrawl 5 letters in the dust of his garage floor. G-U-Z-I-K. Guzik.
So Mike Guzik is still in Sydney and not very far away. He killed a man and took his car. All we have to do is to find out where he's driving it. And perhaps, if I can persuade Murray not to have him stopped and arrested, he might even lead us to Huberman and Carlotta. And even the truth about Bruno Kesselring. Keene takes the first step to Cape Camaret in the next intriguing chapter of Deadly Nightshade.